Hey, Commanders. Looking to engineer your ship? Well, you're going to need a good source of high-grade encoded materials. Luckily, that's quicker and easier than ever. Plus, you'll get to check out one of Elite's most intriguing bits of lore. So let's do this. If you've been around Elite for a few years, you've most likely heard of Jameson's crash site. Not only is it steeped in Elite Dangerous legend, but it's also been one of the most popular places for obtaining high-grade encoded materials. Not just that, but recent buffs that FDev has put in make it quicker than ever to top out on materials in just a few minutes. Now as for the ship you'll need, requirements are pretty minimal. We'll be scanning data ports around a crash site, so at least in my opinion, an SRV is the easiest way to do that. So you'll need an SRV hangar. Another recommendation is for a good range frameshift drive. The nearest material trader to the site is at least a couple jumps away, so you could save a little time with a decent jump range. The actual crash site is on a moon 1100 light seconds from the star, so an SCO FSD would save a little time as well, but that's up to you. And one more thing, if this is your first trip to the crash site, you'll want to bring a detailed surface scanner to find the site when you get there. As for me, I just took my Diamondback Explorer, which did the job just fine. More good news is that the site is located in system HIP 12099, right in the bubble. Now, as always, before you head over there, it's a good idea to hit up a materials trader first to clear up some space for the materials that we'll be fetching. Remember that trading materials within the same category will give better trade ratios between those materials, but trading materials from one category to another will give you a reduced rate. So, if you have the materials and the space, try to stay within the same category for your trades. We'll be obtaining the following 4 materials, so clear those out if you can, especially the high-grade ones. Alright, now plot a course for HIP 12099 and get jumping. When you get there, head to Body 1B. It's the second moon of the first ringed planet here. Once you get close, if you haven't done a detailed surface scan yet, go ahead and do that, and that will reveal the crash site as a point of interest on the planet. So, target that, and head on down to the surface. And there it is, the final resting place of Commander Jameson. Go ahead and land your ship somewhere close, and deploy your SRV. Okay, so here's an overview of the crash site. There are 9 data points scattered around. We're going to scan each one of those with your SRV's data scanner, which will give some combination of those 4 materials with each scan. This is the order that I go in, but feel free to use whatever order you choose. So, drive up to the first terminal and let's get to scanning. Go to turret mode to make it easier to aim your scanner, and make sure you're in analytics mode, not combat. Select the data point, then pull the trigger and hold it for a few seconds until the scan is complete. Alright. Now just move on to the next one. So, fun fact from Grandpa Mile 13. Back in the day, there used to be only 4 terminals, and they didn't drop as many materials either. So this used to take a lot longer to load up. Today, there are 9 terminals, and they're much more generous. In any case, after you've scanned all the terminals, you can just log out and log back in, and the drops will be reset, and you can start scanning again. So, at some point, you'll start topping out on one or more of the materials. Feel free to take a peek at your inventory and see what you've got. So you can either keep scanning to fill up on all 4, or when you top out on the atypical encryption archives and adaptive encryptors capture, which are the grades 4 and 5, you can call it a day and head over to the materials trader to trade down to make more room, and then head on back to top it off again if needed. And just so you know, the nearest materials trader is at Ray Gateway in the Diaguandri system, which is at least a couple jumps away. Okay, 2 final notes. First, if you're so inclined, rather than rolling around in your SRV, you can just hover over the site in your ship and scan the ports with your ship's data scanner. In my opinion, it's more of a pain to turn the ship around and keep the scanner pointed at the terminals, but some people prefer that method instead. The last thing is, if you haven't listened to the saga of Commander Jameson yet, you really should, at least once. By scanning the original 4 data terminals, you'll download Commander Jameson's last audio logs, so check out your messages panel and you'll see 4 log entries. Give those a listen. His story is actually a major event in Elite Dangerous lore.
Hey there, kiddo. Now, I know I said I'd be coming home soon.
And that's all there is to it. If this helped you out, please do drop a like. It just takes a second and it really helps the channel. And if you'd like more Elite Dangerous guides like this one, be sure to subscribe as well. And as always, fly dangerously, Commanders. I'll see you next time.